Hello everybody, it's Thursday afternoon, it's the last Lit Soc of the term, and welcome everybody. We're all feeling fairly festive because it's almost the end of term and almost Christmas. We're in sort of the middle of Advent now, and so we've got a bunch of Christmas texts on the table, and we're also going to be talking about things that we might be reading over the holidays, and I'm sure everybody's got something that they've saved up for this moment. I'm going to start with a poem from the Oxford Book of Christmas Poems. Does anybody know this? It is lovely. It's by Thomas Hardy. Anybody know about anything about Thomas Hardy?
Maybe better known for his novels.
Better known for his novels, but he did. He used a very famous legend from when he was a boy, and it's called The Oxen. Christmas Eve and 12 of the clock. Now they are all on their knees, an elder said, as we sat in a flock by the embers in fireside ease. We pictured the meek, mild creatures where they dwelt in their strawy pen, nor did it occur to one of us then to doubt they were kneeling then. So fair a fancy few would weave in these years, yet I feel if someone said on Christmas Eve, come see the oxen kneel in the lonely barton by yonder coombe our childhood used to know, I should go with him in the gloom, hoping it might be so. Because there is this idea that at midnight on Christmas Eve all the animals kneel down in memory of the Christ child's birth. And that's what that's looking back to. So, right, Mr. Humphreys, are you going to talk about what you're reading?
What I'm reading over Christmas.
Or what you're going to read, your favourite book for Christmas.
So what do I plan to read over Christmas? I'm probably going to reread a couple of things that I haven't read for a while that I've been putting on my to be read pile. I started reading a book called The Authority Gap. It's not very Christmassy, but I was talking to Miss Rio about it, and Miss Rio talked about it before in our library vlog. And it's essentially a book about how basically women are still not as respected, taken as seriously by men, but not just by men, by women as well. And it's about how the gap is it's unconscious, it's there all the time. And yeah, it's I've only just started it, but it's very interesting so far. So I'll be reading that. Again, not as Christmassy as it might sound. But I will see, maybe I might reread one of the books I'm going to talk about in a minute, because I've read it for a while. Not this one, the other one. Because it's a really good one. And yeah, then I might just reread a few old familiar favourites. Might read a William Boyd or two.
Oh yes.
So that's my rough plan, and I'll let you all know how I got on in January. But in terms of the Christmas reads I want to talk about, so I have talked about this before, but I make no apology about talking about it again.
And we love it.
Child's Christmas in Wales by Dylan Thomas, because Dylan Thomas is wonderful. He brings magic to the mundane. And he does it with such lyrical prose. He's just a beautiful poet. And I'm not going to read from the beginning. I'm going to read a random selection. Years and years ago, when I was a boy, when there were wolves in Wales and birds the colour of red flannel petticoats whisked past the harp-shaped hills, when we sang and wallowed all night and day in caves that smelt like Sunday afternoons, in damp French farmhouse parlours, and we chased, with the jawbones of deacons, the English and the bears, before the motor car, before the wheel, before the Duchess-faced horse, when we rode the daft and happy hills bareback, it snowed and it snowed. Kind of riffing on, when I was a young man. The olden days, panning, but I'm sure you're fed up of hearing all of that. When I was your age, but, we all have, this is something that the three adults around the table will know more than you, because you're all still young, but we do tend to look back with rose-tinted spectacles about our Christmases.
Especially at Christmas, yeah.
Especially at Christmas, because I remember some of my young Christmases and the things that I got up to, and I'm sure it's the same for Miss Rio and Miss Huntley.
And did it snow in Wales?
I've only actually experienced one white Christmas in Wales. In fact, I might have only... Has there been a white Christmas lately? I must say I can't remember one.
It snowed a bit last Christmas.
Yeah.
It was sunny.
Last
Christmas was
2015. We had, well, certainly in Sheffield, I got stuck. It snowed so much.
Up north, of course,
yeah.
You get thicker blankets of snow. But I did have a white Christmas. I think I was about 13 or 14 years old, And I remember going for a snowball fight out in the street with a couple of kids who lived on the same street as me. I went to school with, and that was fun. And unfortunately, there wasn't. We did try to go sledding as well, but there wasn't enough snow for that because we had a park on the bottom of the hill on my childhood home. We used to go there when it snowed, and we would go. There was a hill we go tobogganing, if that's the word.
Yeah.
Down it, but yeah, it didn't really have enough snow. But that was fun, and I don't know what the forecast is for this Christmas, or if anyone, and if it snows, whether anyone's going to go out and build a snowman, have a snowball fight.
Well, they've had snow up north, of course, very bad snow.
Yeah, that's the trouble with snow. It can be damaging as well as fun.
Yeah.
Depends on who you are.
But you never know. It's been cold enough.
Yes, it's been getting colder lately, so... Yeah. And in fact, we have had snow, haven't we, overnight?
Yes, we did. We had...
Yes. Like last Thursday. I woke up to snow on my car.
Yes.
Everyone was going about it on the group chat, and I looked outside and there was no snow whatsoever, and I got upset. I got to school and there was nothing. But like on
No,
on the
because we're too near the river.
Garden, there was some snow. And yeah.
Well,
just a tiny bit, but I held it in my hands. So.
Aww.
It counts.
Well, in Dylan Thomas's Christmas, snow galore. Look at that picture there.
Yeah.
And again, this is the magic with the mundane. See, we've got wolves, and of course, there used to be wolves prowling the land. Again, this is back before even our time that there were wolves prowling the land. But yeah, so and of course, this edition is beautiful because it has got all these wonderful illustrations, and again, it's just the everyday things. And look, ends with a nice family gathering there.
Yeah.
Where this is what they used to do, you know, your families gather and someone would play musical instrument and everyone would sing along. So yes, Child's Christmas in Wales. I also just want to, if I may, talk about two. I want to talk about this one as well. This is one I haven't talked about before. It's the Christmas Mystery.
This is up your street because it's philosophy.
Exactly. Yes, Jostein Garda. Now, Jostein Garda's most famous book is Sophie's World. Ever heard of that? A couple of nods. So you have? No, right.
She hasn't got my name.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, that's why you're here. Sophie's World. So your world.
Yes.
And that is, it's very clever, that one, because it's a history of philosophy disguised in the form of a novel. And it's about a girl called Sophie who meets a philosopher who gives her a sort of whistle-stop tour through the history of Western philosophy. And then about halfway through the book, so it just seems like, the plot device is just him teaching her about philosophy, breaking it down through the history. But then something happens that pulls the rug out from under your feet, and your perception of what is this book I'm reading, what's going on in this book, what is reality, just is completely blown away. I don't want to say too much. Now this one,
I like that one very much.
it is. This one is. I mean, this is a Christmassy one. And what happens in this one is, so there's a boy. What's his name? It's not written on the back here, but anyway, he's just walking through the streets of his town with his dad, and he comes across a shop, and there's an advent calendar in the window. And basically what happens is they get the advent calendar, and a sort of small piece of paper falls out of the advent calendar, and he opens it up, and that's when the mystery begins. Because the piece of paper was written by a girl 40 years ago, and she's ended up travelling back in time all the way back to the Nativity. And it's all about unravelling the mystery. And en route, just as in Sophie's World, it gives you a sort of philosophy, more perhaps of a focus on theology and the Christmas tradition, but still very much an educational thing. And again, it's very ingenious, very clever, and it's got a lovely, wonderful, heartwarming ending, just like Sophie's World does as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's well worth that one.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Have you read it?
Have you read Christmas Mystery? No,
You read it, have you?
I've read it.
You've read it,
yeah,
yeah,
I think
so-
I read it a couple of Christmases ago.
Oh, more recently than me, and I haven't
More
read
recently,
it.
yeah.
I might reread it, because I haven't
Yeah.
read it for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So I might reread this over Christmas.
Yeah.
Unless someone else wants it, in which case I will. I will gracefully bow out and let someone else have it. So there's my Christmas.
It's very picaresque,
reads.
isn't it? Because every chapter is a different...
Oh yeah, that's each chapter, there's 24 chapters,
Yes.
isn't it? Corresponding
yeah,
with the doors of an
corresponding with the
advent
doors of an
calendar.
advent calendar.
It
Naturally.
always annoyed
Yeah.
me how advent calendars never have 25.
Mine one does. Does it? Yeah.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It should be
No, it's not
24.
Christmas.
My advent calendar is
You know
perfect.
why, don't you?
Yeah, because you shouldn't get chocolate.
No, it's
Well, yes.
because
Because
in
you get a
Christian
bigger
tradition,
surprise.
he's born, Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Day is when we celebrate. It's when all the shepherds arrive.
Still want chocolate.
But I agree, it's a bit daft. But then it is. But then Advent starts before. You see,
Yeah,
it doesn't start on number one.
It was Advent, so she was like last Sunday. She was like, "I'm gonna light the first candle of Advent." And it was-
Yeah, exactly. Always starts before December Advent. So everybody got their Advent calendars? Yeah.
Percy Pig one.
Percy Pig.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
joking?
No, I'm not. On Christmas, you get a bag of Percy Pigs.
Oh.
My sister
Okay.
made a shortbread Advent calendar,
Hmm.
which is nice.
That's nice.
I don't know who, but like I think it's someone in year 7. I don't know if it's on our class one, but they've got a Christmas tree Percy Pig.
No,
Oh,
Juno
okay.
has an actual 3D.
Yeah, is it
She has a
like a
Candy
Percy
Kittens
Pig?
one.
Yeah, Candy Kittens.
It's like an actual tree.
It's a tree.
Well, it's not an actual tree. It's like a wooden one, but
It's like a
for
3D
cardboard.
advent calendar,
It's really
but
cool.
like
Okay.
Candy Kitten
Mm.
tree.
The room where I teach year 11, every day there seems to be something new. So today's new thing was the actual crib and nativity scenes.
Are you on
So-
that one on the second floor where they've got a full Christmas tree? And
I haven't seen the full Christmas tree on the second floor.
That
No.
was insane. I had a like a room change for Latin, and we walked in. It was like a winter wonderland. It was so cool, and it was year 11. I was really surprised.
7A have got a fireplace.
Wait,
They
Have
made
they?
a cardboard fireplace, and they've got a Christmas
Gosh,
tree.
lots of people have gone to town this
and
year.
Tons
Yeah.
and
Wish my
tons
four
of
did.
stuff.
Guess they didn't get
Came
to
in
last
pretty
You
quick.
you can't do anything, can you? Because you're in a lab. Mine didn't want to do anything, so I thought, all right then, fair enough.
They
Okay.
they put Father Christmas hats on the
No, we didn't do that. That was the politics department, I think.
That was Inez. She
Oh, was it?
she got
Inez
all
did
of
it.
the hats.
Yeah, the politics.
Oh, she
club
didn't.
are doing that.
She didn't tell me that.
She did it. I saw her doing it.
Oh, right, okay.
Class has just got like 3D snowflakes just
Yeah.
hanging.
Oh,
on
Yeah,
That's
that's
nice.
good.
But they won't
That's
do
good.
anything else.
That's good. Yeah.
And we've got a purple bauble just hanging on the side of our window.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one lonely.
One
person.
only bauble. Yeah.
So we've got multiple decorations. Miss Rio, what are you going to be reading? Do you think?
What am I going to be reading?
Or what are you reading that might last until Christmas?
I'm going to start a book called The Secret Life of Addy Larue, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ordered it a while ago and I haven't read it, but it's about a girl. I haven't started it yet, but I think she maybe is ill and then she makes a bargain to get well, but it means that she basically never ages. But the bargain is no one will ever remember who she is. So she's lived for like hundreds of years, but no one can ever
okay.
remember her. So she just kind of is going through the world, you know, like a ghost is.
Almost it's
yeah.
like It's a Wonderful Life there.
Yeah,
Yes.
sort of. But she goes into a bookshop one day and she meets a man and they have a conversation and they really get on, and then she leaves and she feels really sad that, you know, he will never remember her, and then she comes to the bookshop the next day and he's there and he remembers her and he
Oh.
recognises her. It's the first person that has ever recognised her in like 200 years, and that's the premise. So
Okay.
wait and see. Sounds quite interesting.
It does. Yeah.
I think I've read the first chapter, and she goes into a shop to try on some clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and then she can just leave wearing the clothes that she tried on because the person is like, oh, what are you doing in there? I don't remember you coming in, because they don't remember her walking in. So she's always got, you know, amazing designer clothes on because no one ever remembers trying them on, which I thought was quite funny.
So does she walk out with them then?
Yeah, she just.
Oh, I
she just
see.
walks- She just
Oh,
goes in
oh.
and just. I was like, oh, okay.
So it's more positive than It's a Wonderful Life, really.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
It's
a
Wonderful
bit.
Life is positive.
Well,
Yeah, well,
and
it
sort
has
of.
a very dark moment. It has a
It
very
does,
dark
yeah.
middle,
yes,
doesn't
yes,
it?
but all
Well,
works out
third
in the
act, I should say. Very dark
Yeah.
third act.
Her parents.
Yeah, but the final act is lovely.
Well,
Really dead.
it would be hundreds of years, so I haven't actually read it properly yet, but I'm
Okay.
intrigued by that idea. So,
Okay.
sort of like the Matt Haig book, How to Stop Time. I
Yes,
think,
How to
a
Stop
little
Time,
bit,
yeah.
Mhm.
A little bit,
but with a slight different
Yeah.
twist.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
Christmas book, probably Hercule Poirot's
Poirot's
Christmas.
We
Christmas
got
pudding.
Poirot's Christmas. We got.
Which is
and
the book of the
course-
week,
Just
is
there,
it not?
yeah.
No, it's the Adventure of the Christmas Pudding. Is
Oh, the Adventure
That's
of the Christmas
the
Pudding
short
is.
story one, yeah, but I like the Poirot's Christmas.
So this one.
Yeah. that
What
one
you like about this one then?
It's just a good Agatha Christie mystery set around Christmas in a big old house with lots of family secrets.
The usual.
Everything you
The
could
usual.
want out of it.
Yeah.
When the little
It
Belgian
just
comes to
ticks all the
town.
boxes, yeah.
Are we getting it? Do we think? I haven't seen the Radio Times yet. It's not out until the 18th, so we don't know whether we're
That's
getting an
late.
Agatha Christie. Are we this Christmas?
BBC
Or
have released their program.
they have.
Oh,
Do you know
have
what's
they?
on then?
Call the Midwife.
Oh, yay.
There's bound to be a call a midwife.
What about that?
Best show ever made.
It's very good.
So if we're getting a Call the Midwife, do we get an Agatha Christie then? I wonder.
Did we get an Agatha Christie last year?
Wasn't it All Dear Ball Innocence, or was that the year before?
They did the ABC Murders, I think, and Crooked House one.
Yeah, it was,
The ABC Murders was the
um,
John Malkovich
yeah, that was
one.
2 years
That
ago.
was
It
2
was
years
quite
ago.
dark.
So I think
That
it was.
I don't
That
remember.
was-
Audio
I
Innocence was
vaguely
also
remember
very
there
dark.
being something to do with Agatha Christie on the schedule. They released it about a month ago.
Okay,
Alright.
well, we'll have
Okay.
a look, but that'll be good.
Yeah, we love a bit of Agatha
Have
Christie
they
at
made a
Christmas.
Yeah.
movie version of that one? They must have done.
Yes, it's one of the David Suchet ones.
Oh, okay.
They haven't. I'm not sure they haven't updated it yet.
I've seen the Christmas pudding version.
Oh, I know this. The
Which is
Lee's
obviously only
family
really
reunion is
short
shattered
story.
by a deafening crash of finish. I know this
That's
one.
right,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. This one.
Yes, it's clever.
It's very
good.
clever.
It is very clever.
And it's
yeah.
Christmas, which makes it even better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is
It's a
good one.
family, and of course, it's dysfunctional. And, you know,
Well, of
Is
course.
it 20
Of course.
You don't need
Yeah.
Poirot to come along if you've got a perfectly functional family, do you?
Exactly. But yeah, that would be my choice.
and it starts
Good
in
choice.
distant
Every
past,
year.
doesn't it? In South Africa, I seem to remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I haven't read it since for a
Mm.
while, so
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
reread it.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
that's my choice.
Good choice.
Right. You got to go early.
No.
You don't today,
What are you
okay.
gonna?
No, because it's the dress rehearsal, so we had to finish our costumes off at London. So we
Ah.
went
Lie, Witch and Wardrobe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
we-
of course,
which
it's
we
the
have on the
Lion, the
table.
Witch and the Wardrobe
Yes.
tomorrow.
That's a
And
definite
Saturday.
Christmas
Yes.
book.
It's a
Yeah.
Christmas book.
Doing the Enterprise.
And yeah, it's tomorrow and Saturday.
I thought it
Yes.
was a winter
2 performances.
book. Well,
Well, it is a winter book, but
Oh, the
doesn't
Christmas book, isn't it?
Thank you. Don't forget he appears in it.
Is he not in your version of it?
I don't know because we haven't.
You haven't seen it yet.
No, because the dress rehearsals today,
Mm.
and either they've ordered a Santa Claus because we haven't been making one.
Ah.
oh,
Oh, we do have a Santa Claus costume in school, so it may be that
Yeah.
they've used that.
mm-hmm.
So Mr. Edmonds used to
Find
wear
out.
it. Didn't he?
Well, that's the
Yes, he
thing.
did.
I think I remember that.
We associate with Christmas because of the snow.
Yeah.
It's always winter and never
Spring.
never Christmas.
Never Christmas.
Never Christmas until
Mhm.
yeah,
Until you know what.
until you know what. Yeah, absolutely.
We all know what. By now.
All right. So what are you going to be reading this holiday?
So I'm actually trying to finish off 3 books.
Oh.
Okay.
I've got the Ichabod, I've got the Fantastic Speaks and Where to Find Them, and I've also got Maz Evans, one of her books.
Which
Mhm.
one?
You let the gods out. Huh?
Is that the one you were reading last week?
Is it the newer one? I know.
Oh, it's that one.
This
Yes.
one,
She's great.
Beyond the Odyssey.
Beyond
Yeah.
the Odyssey.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So you're still
I've
reading
actually
it.
got her autograph on this one.
Well, there you go. That's one to keep a hold of then, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't let anyone get that
No,
book off
don't.
you.
No.
So, you've heard of this, I'm sure.
No.
You haven't heard of this. I assume the rest of you have.
About it, but I haven't seen it.
Is this has this just come out?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
I
saw her
didn't-
tweet that saying
Couple of
that
weeks ago.
a new book's coming out, but I didn't look at it.
Okay.
Jack loves his childhood toy, the pig. Der Pig. D-U-R, pig. DP has always been there for him through good and bad until one Christmas Eve something terrible happens. DP is lost. Christmas Eve is a night for miracles and lost causes, a night when all things can come to life, even toys. So Jack and the Christmas Pig, DP's annoying replacement, embark on a breathtaking journey through the magical land of the lost. With the help of a talking lunchbox, a brave compass, and a winged thing called Hope, they set out to rescue the best friend Jack has ever known from the terrifying toy-crunching loser.
Oh,
There you go. And
Okay.
it looks like it's got illustrations.
The Quest?
No.
I
No, it
know a
doesn't.
book.
The Quest, yes.
That, I know a book that is here because I borrowed it,
Yeah.
and it's got a death-eating Christmas pudding in the beginning.
Ah.
Goodness.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
That sounds a bit like a modern, Velveteen Rabbit kind of
Uh-huh.
This one.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Talking
Yes,
lunch
I know
what I got
boxes,
from
boxes updated.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
The Nutcracker.
So something for the Christmas market then, in the
Oh,
Christmas
yes,
stockings
definitely,
pots, possibly.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sophie, what about you? What are you going to be reading? Or finishing off, or
I just started this. It's called
The
The
Shadows of
Shadows
okay?
It's a bit weird.
Uh-huh.
It's
I
about
think it's a sequel.
yeah, it is.
You've read the first one?
No,
Oh.
but I like
Okay.
it.
I was
Alright.
going to say that might be why it's a bit confusing.
No, it's not confusing. I understand.
Okay.
It's about monsters,
Yes.
and they live underground, and it's set a few years after the Blitz, or like after the war. essentially.
Uh-huh.
And like I'm only a bit in, but one of them gets well, they all get captured by this evil scientist dude, and yeah, I haven't read anything else,
Okay.
but I'm looking forward to it because it's quite interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you just show us the cover? Is that a house an important part of the story by any chance? Don't know yet. Okay, because the first book had the house as well, I think,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering if that is
You should read the first
haunted
one.
house motif is
I will. Probably.
important.
Quite gothic then.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like
Appropriate for Christmas.
Miss Peregrine's.
Yeah.
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 Similar sort of.
Which is considered to be a bit of a modern
So
children's
something a
classic.
bit more challenging. Lulu?
Can I grab a favourite?
Yeah.
Well, Sophie, while Lulu is, Sophie was going to talk about this as well.
Oh
weren't
yes, you wanted to talk about this.
Yes, Christmas book.
you? Show it to the camera if you would, please.
One of my favourite, actually probably my favourite Christmas book.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Girl Who Saved Christmas. It's about. It's hard to explain, but it's about a girl called Amelia,
Mm-hmm.
and she lives in London. She's a chimney sweep, and there's a lady who looks after her, and they get rescued by Father Christmas, and they go to live with him. But one Christmas, well, basically Amelia is living in like Elfhelm or something.
Yes.
And she and the lady who looked after her are the only humans on Father
Mhm.
Christmas who are living there. So she's finding it hard to fit in, like at elf school.
Right.
And but one Christmas, evil, because there's another town far away called like an evil elves place, and they trap her and threaten to destroy Christmas and kill Father Christmas. So it's all up to her to save Christmas, and yeah,
Mm.
As the title would.
yeah.
Would suggest. Yeah.
Classic Matt Haig.
Classic Matt Haig.
He's that like
In
to be a,
town and-
yes, first of all, but also it reminds me of To Be a Cat, and other stories like Shadow Forest that he's done like that for kids. He's really good at that sort of stuff. So, what's your favourite thing about this book? Why do you? Oh, she's just put some food.
Where do you guys get ice gems from?
They had costume club.
And we got to take as many biscuits and things we want.
Oh.
And I took 4. And then I realised I wasn't going to eat them, so I let Sophie take 2.
Costume club. Look, sounds great.
I know. I should
Yeah,
go. I would go.
Yeah,
Thank
better
you.
than us
Sounds like
for
fun.
food.
I know. I thought
Right,
we did
come
all
on,
right.
what's
That's all
best
we
thing
got.
It was only because we've been doing so much hard
No, we
work.
know you've been
We just-
working really
Yeah,
hard.
we just
We're not.
teasing
We're
you.
not
We're
replying
teasing
that
you, don't
you don't
We're
deserve
jealous that you
it.
got all those
We're just
treats.
we're very jealous.
We're looking forward to seeing these wonderful costumes.
Yes, we are. Anyway, sorry, Sophie.
Probably my favourite part is the suspense when she gets captured, and you don't know what's going to happen, because there's a fairy or elf thing called the truth elf, and she can't actually say anything that's a lie. So basically, she just spills it all out and ruins their plans to escape.
Oh no.
So then I'm like, ah. But,
Wow.
yeah,
He has
I
got a
went
book called The Truth
happy.
Pixie, and I was
Yes.
wondering if that's canon from that.
Yeah.
So
She's just quite a bit annoying.
But an important plot point by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
and I think they might be televising this, possibly. If not this Christmas, a future Christmas. I'm
Yeah,
sure I
because they're
read
doing
somewhere.
the boy.
They're doing the boy first, because the boy who's a kid.
I thought they'd
called
done the
Christmas
boy.
first.
I thought they'd
They've
done
already
the boy
done. Yeah, they've already done
last
it,
year.
and
Oh,
they're
was
going to
that
do
last
this
year?
next. I think that's what I.
I think they are connected actually. I think Elfhelm is a part of that book as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Yes.
Lovely.
Right, Lulu, come and sit here.
Yeah. Let's have you on camera.
As it's a classic crime.
Yeah, so this isn't the actual copy, and I'm glad because it means they're still as popular as they were a few years ago.
I know the one you mean.
But
Yeah, I do too.
this is pretend this is Mistletoe and Murder. It's the same colour, so it didn't get red. Real Lit Soc veterans will remember I did a Lit Soc on Murder Most Unable
And it was fun.
Yes, it was great.
Maybe I should do it again. But yeah, so have you guys read this?
Mistletoe and Murder, that is.
Murder Most
Esme
Unable
likes
Life.
it.
Esme has, I haven't.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
she's actually got the book.
A lot of you will have read the series, or some
Yeah,
of the series.
the series, absolutely read it. It's the best thing ever. So, Mistletoe and Murder is this one, and
It's a Christmas
Today,
one.
actually.
it's set in Oxford, which is where Robin Stevens grew up. So it's like extra special, and it's got lots of like little details about Oxford, and it's really cute. It's murder, but festive murder. About two young, I think they're 13 in the book. Two young detectives. They've been at this point persuaded against solving murders. Been kind of sent away to like get them away from all of the murder that they seem to come across every month. But yeah. And then they have to solve the murder in Oxford at Christmas, and it's really fun. Yeah, I would highly recommend this. The series is now over, but there's a spin-off series coming out about Hazel Wong's younger sister, I believe, and her friends. So yeah, that should be coming out early next year, but Robin Stevens just had a baby, so...
It's time we got Robin
Might be
Stevens
on
in,
hold.
really. Everybody's she's so popular.
Yeah, she's a very busy woman.
I didn't realise. I thought she would be doing something completely pastures new, start something completely different, but nope.
I mean, this is quite a...
I don't blame it, it's fine. It's fine.
illustrious series, very popular.
Yes.
Everyone loves it.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Yeah.
It's really cute. All the covers look like this. I don't know if you can see, but I've got all of them on my shelf at home, prized collection. They changed this thing halfway through, and it annoyed me. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, exactly. It's not a uniform design.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, that you should have got them all at the same time, all at once.
Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead.
No.
Until all of them.
You have to
were
be
in all the
patient
books.
for that.
Well, I got angry because I got my Twilight books all in white in the collection, and then I had to get Midnight Sun and Life and Death in black, and it ruined it. It's fine.
You're very particular, aren't you?
All my Harry Potter books are different editions.
My Harry Potter
Wow.
books are first editions. My dad had them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could sell those.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
keep
want
all of
to,
those.
so.
Yeah.
Also, I was banned from bringing them to school.
Yeah,
Yes.
not
Yeah,
surprised.
Yeah, don't bring those into
Surprise.
school.
They do not leave the house,
They need
I'm
to
sure.
be kept in pristine
I
condition.
don't have first edition, but I do have like they're all one collection.
It's like me bringing in Amazing Mr. Blunden last week and saying,
Yeah, I know,
"Please
I-
don't borrow it because you can't."
I know when I took it off, I was like,
It's really careful.
I should have gloves on for this. Yeah.
I always also read at Christmas Angelina Ballerina's Christmas. It's a banging picture book.
That's
Excellent.
I have that actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I
It's
have
great.
A few Angelina Ballerina books.
Angelina Ballerina is great. I will have no word said against her. She was my childhood idol.
I have some signed books because
Oh, cute.
I was too young, but my sisters saw her
Mm.
at my old school.
Angelina Ballerina signed your book.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
My equivalent for that was Little Grey Rabbit's Christmas, which is Alison Utley, and their Little Grey Rabbit, Hare, and Squirrel all live in a house in the country.
My mum has those.
That's
She
cute.
gives them to me. I used to love them.
Oh, they're lovely. They've got beautiful Margaret Tempest illustrations. They're just lovely. So
It's probably
There was
Bramley
a
Hedge for
hedgehog.
me.
Was there a hedgehog?
yes, there was a
Yeah,
hedgehog.
I used to have
Yeah,
this
they
little
used
toy,
to. They used to visit.
and I was obsessed with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was a hedgehog.
I think the hedgehog is the milkman. I seem to remember.
That's so cute.
It is. It's really
don't know
cute.
why.
It's
I have a
really
whole
cute.
collection of them in my bookshelf, and they're really old, but I like them. I
Yeah.
haven't read them for ages. Might do that now.
Here,
Yeah.
go home and
See, it's what Christmas is for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Revisiting these things.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Christmas is all about
So
nostalgia.
Eloise, what are you going to be reading?
Last night I just finished The Cruel Prince. I'm going to try to finish that series
Mhm.
over Christmas holidays. But apart from that, I'm not very good at planning what I'm reading. I just read whatever I feel like reading. So
Have you got stuff on your shelf that?
yeah, I've got quite a lot of stuff. There's lots of
Yeah.
times where like, I'll buy a book and I'll be like, I'm going to read this, but then I'll buy another book and want to read that even more. So
Yes.
That's a good point, actually.
You'll know
'cause
it well, I'm sure.
I think all of us, if not most of us, will be getting some books for Christmas as presents. Right? I'd like to think. I know I will be. Don't know what yet. So, of course, that'll be a Christmas reader too. And you might not know what they are yet.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah. So, Sienna, have you got plans for what you're reading? Or what are you reading at the moment? Or is it Frankenstein still?
Yeah, just finished
Oh,
Frankenstein.
well done.
I'm gonna start reading Never Let Me Go in time to start doing it in January. And also I took a book out the other week and I haven't finished reading it. Well, I haven't started reading it actually, but I'm gonna get on that. And yeah.
well, from here, from this library.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Skylarks.
Oh.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Good choice.
Which reminds me, I'm supposed to be talking about Never Let Me Go tomorrow, so I better
Brush up
revisit
on
it
it.
later tonight.
Yeah, we finished 12th night today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Christmassy, kind of.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it set at Christmas.
No, I think I
In
like
production.
that. I wish they did that.
Maybe that's what they should do one Christmas, do an adaptation of it, and say it's at Christmas.
Yeah.
You didn't see it at the Globe, did you?
Did you come
Not
with
this
us?
time, no.
It was really good.
It was so good.
I saw it at the Globe years ago when they did it in Middle Temple Hall, and it was all male. Mark Rylance played Olivia, and Stephen Fry was
Malvolio.
Malvolio. Yeah.
I love Malvolio. I would defend him to death.
So we've got a really good sort of collection of what we're catching up with, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think what's to do next then? Miss Ria, do you want to sit in this chair for this next bit, maybe?
I don't mind.
Or you're
Fit-
going to sit in the next chair.
We've got a Christmas quiz.
Yes,
I'm
we
so
have.
excited.
Now, how are we going to do it? Miss Ria, you decide. You're the
Well,
quiz master
no,
here.
I really
Between teams,
don't
aren't
mind,
we?
yeah. So we got 4 buzzers, so how many of us are there?
More than 4.
Oh, well, we could
8.
have teams of 2 each.
Eight of us.
Yeah? So do you
Hang
go?
on, well, Miss Ria, you're not in the team, though, right? 'Cause
I'll
you're the
come
quiz
to you.
I'm not a
master.
team, no,
Yes,
I'm a quiz
shall we
master.
try
So even
together?
with you
Okay.
not with you sitting out, that's teams of 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Ria's going to
those
go
two,
there.
those two. Oh, yeah. Well,
Well, do you want me to sit? Do you want me to sit out? I'll sit out.
sure.
Yeah.
Actually, you can sit out. Well, I need to leave at 5 anyway, so.
No, that's not fair then. It's okay. Well, there's a chance Miss Ria might need to dip out early anyway, so in which case I need to take over, so it's fine.
So I'll begin and then it's time for
Oh, actually, I can keep the score. I'll keep the score, shall I? That's what. There you go. That gives me a job to do.
The buzzers.
Yes. Have we got 3 teams?
I like this colour. Yes, 3.
What colour?
So we got blue, purple.
Oh, I don't
And
have
green.
anything Christmassy on, but I do have Christmassy nail polish.
Just one more.
There we go.
So
Is it?
We've only got 3 teams.
it's like purple and gold.
Alright, so who have we got? We got Sophie,
Oh my gosh, you can.
Sophie and Dea,
And they're blue.
Miss
Yeah.
H,
Incredibleness.
and so they're blue, Miss H and Lou.
Points first on the buzzer, yes?
Yeah.
Of course, we will take away points if you overuse the buzzer. Like was in those year 7. Remember like that library lesson with
we
movements.
got points deducted.
No.
It was Ireland.
And
Do you
then
have
we
to
got
read out all
Eloise
the
and Sierra.
options before you
We
buzz?
also buzzed
Yes,
before the
because some of them have
another point
Can
taken
you
away
say
for
how
that.
many options there are?
You got minus.
Yeah, we were like
Yeah,
minus
most of them
1.
have 3.
Oh, really? Well, do better this time then. -1. Right, whenever you're ready, guys.
Right, girls, should we get going?
Okay, stop pressing the buzzer.
So, question 1. Christmas won't be Christmas without presents is the opening line from which classic read? Little Women, Anne of Green Gables, or The Secret Garden?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Little Women, correct.
Correct. You watched it yesterday. Oh wow.
On Netflix. I need to watch that. Question 2. In Raymond Briggs' The Snowman, where do the snowman and the boy go on their evening adventure?
The sky.
Yeah, through the air.
We're walking through the air, remember? Have you not seen The Snowman, girls? No?
No.
You might know the
Wait, the
song.
adult version.
I thought that's the
There's no adult version.
Kids
No
version.
adult version.
No, there is a
Of the
thriller
snowman.
called The
Is the
Snowman.
very famous song "We're Walking in"?
We're walking in the
Oh, my dad
Yeah,
made us play that one.
yeah, there's that one, but there's also an
Okay.
adult version.
There is, but
And
that's-
my text-
But it
Yeah.
wouldn't
My
be.
dad gave me chocolate.
It
I
might
used to
live
play
there
that song on the
now.
street.
Okay, number 3.
Next question. Sienna, Eloise.
Welsh.
In Charles Dickens' famous story, Christmas Carol, what is the name of Scrooge's overworked, underpaid clerk?
Cratchit.
Yeah.
We're not.
Come on.
Okay.
Have you never seen the Muppet Christmas Carol? No, I've never seen
You haven't seen the Muppet
Muppet
Christmas
stuff.
Carol?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
any
haven't
Muppet
lived.
stuff.
It's very.
It's amazing.
They're showing it in the road, you know.
Yeah.
They're showing
I
it
don't
where?
want
In the
to
Rose Theatre.
Oh,
Mm,
there you go.
It should be such fun.
I know. Question 4. The book Letters from Father Christmas was penned by which famous author?
What?
Talking.
Yeah, correct.
On.
These are all Christmas classics.
I may as well close the quiz now. This way, you know, it's just going to be this team answering.
Okay, you should know this one. Number
We
5.
Could we ask you to sit this question out, maybe? Just,
Sorry.
now, are you that competitive? I would say maybe you two could sit this question out.
Oh,
Well,
Lily's so competitive. Okay, go on then.
in which children's classic is it always winter but never Christmas?
Wait.
That was
That was everyone.
I think it was Eloise and Sienna just, yeah?
Yeah, you got to know that one. We just spoke about it.
Thank God. Right,
This one is a bit tricky, okay.
oh no.
Okay.
But you can guess because it's
multiple choice.
In what year was the famous poem The Night Before Christmas published? 1823, 1876 or 1901? Oh,
At the back
yeah,
again.
what's your guess? Which option? First, second or third?
Second.
Incorrect.
Haha.
Go on, you go now.
Choose a number.
Incorrect.
I got it.
Yeah.
Come on.
First,
Are you sure?
1823. I think no one gets that.
I think
It doesn't
everyone
count.
All right,
Minus
no one
two
gets
for
that
mine.
one.
It's funny because it really sounds much younger than 1823,
But it's
isn't it?
so old.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So modern.
Yeah.
Okay, question 7. Which Beatrix Potter tale features a wedding that takes place on Christmas Day?
I only know Peter Rabbit.
Make a guess.
Oh. Taylor of Gloucester.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going to get that.
You don't
No
know?
more twist. No
Yeah.
more twist.
Okay, you should know this one. Number 8. From which town did Dr. Seuss's The Grinch steal Christmas?
Oh, come on. God, I know this. No, that was
Sienna just.
Sienna. And,
Well, oh, your group. Yep.
yeah.
Correct,
Yep,
Whoville.
that's it. Yeah.
Done.
Well done. Did you know that one?
No. I knew it, but I just couldn't remember. I thought it was a T.
Okay, well.
I didn't think it was
Never mind.
anything.
Next one.
Number 9. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, what do the Dursleys give Harry for Christmas?
That was on the screen. Yes, at the back.
What do the Dursleys give Harry?
I don't know.
All right, 5, 4,
It's
3,
either a 50p or a rubber, but I don't
Choose.
remember.
Make a choice.
2.
50p.
Yep, correct. Got it, just a 50 pence piece for Harry.
They gave him a rubber one year and a clothes hanger another.
Mm.
But I don't remember.
what,
That's in the
Lucky
first
boy.
I
one.
thought they gave him a jumper.
That was
No,
for the
that was-
Weasleys.
That was Molly.
That's
Oh my
why
God.
it's a sneaky
You can't mix them
question.
It is a one. Speaking of that.
Right, number 10.
Humanity.
In Little Women, what does
Oh.
Jo sell to pay for the travel expenses so her mother can visit her father? It's multiple choice. Her hair, her manuscripts, her piano, or her favourite clothing? What's the guess?
Go on,
Her
Lick.
hair. Correct.
Hey, off the mark, off the mark.
I feel like
You know that one.
first.
Yeah, I think I.
Well, I hadn't finished the question yet, so.
I know.
So if you got it wrong, you would have lost the point. I'd been on
Yeah.
-1.
I knew
So,
it anyway.
11. In The Elves and the Shoemaker, what does the shoemaker's wife make for the elves?
At the back.
Is it like a little? I know it's like a little blanket.
Shoes.
I was going to say that!
No one gets the point.
We were all going to say that.
Next question.
12. In The Polar Express, what does the boy wish for as the first gift of Christmas? 1. A black button from Santa's coat. 2. A silver bell from the reindeer's harness. 3. A magical snow globe. Or 4. A snowflake that will not melt. Mm-hmm.
It's the bell from the reindeer.
Correct.
Hey.
Well done.
Good job. Right, number 13.
come in second place.
Which of the spirits does not speak to Scrooge?
That was great.
Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come.
Correct. Okay, number 14. In Father Christmas Goes on Holiday by Raymond Briggs, which of these
The
places
lovely
does
cartoon.
Father Christmas visit on his holiday? 1. Australia. 2. Las Vegas. 3. The Arctic Circle.
Go on, you buzzed.
Australia?
No.
Oh.
Anyone else
Anyone
want to go?
else?
Was a guess.
Las Vegas.
Correct.
Oh, I think Australia would have done fine.
You don't know that?
I was when I was 16, 17, 18, I worked in a bookshop in Brighton, and Raymond Briggs used to come in because he was working locally, and Father Christmas Goes on Holiday came out when I was that age. And there
They
was.
show it like every year on Christmas. So.
Give me a second place there.
Okay, last question. You girls might get this one. Which book by Julia Donaldson and Alex Scheffler features an appearance by Father Christmas and is set in a snowy winter landscape? 1. A Squash and a Squeeze. 2. Tiddler. 3. Stickman. Yeah,
Blue.
Stickman.
correct.
Well,
Let's see.
interestingly, that's now. I don't think it's any surprise that the winners are Miss Huntley and Louie with 7 points.
You won the
But
Christmas
now,
trophy.
I don't know what you're going to do at Miss Rio. The other 2 teams are tied on 3 points each.
Fight to the death.
So I don't know if you want to do a tiebreaker. Do you want to do a
I don't have a
tiebreaker?
tiebreaker question.
Well, Christmas Carol.
Why don't you think of a question from... Can you think of one?
Well, while I'm looking, maybe you can think of a question.
Can we do it from
A random one.
line in the wardrobe?
Can we do it from
The line in the
Twilight?
wardrobe.
If you do it
No,
from Twilight, I'll win.
Twilight.
Different time. I've got Twilight.
I think Twilight would.
Let me think.
Can we do it from line which in the wardrobe?
Well, it's Christmas Carol. That's what it's going to be.
A question from Line that should... But it's
I don't
not
mind it being
completely-
another Christmas story, Miss Rio, if you can think of one.
Twilight.
But it's got to be
From the
Christmas.
line
It's got to be
which in the
Twilight.
wardrobe.
Twilight. No, in the last one.
Okay, I've got a question from Line Which in the Wardrobe.
Yeah, go on then.
Gets
Wait, what gift does Santa Claus give, or Father Christmas give, Lucy?
It's like an antidote thing to like heal wounds.
Correct.
There we go, and that secures second place for Eloise and Sienna.
You guys wanted it to be from the line.
It's a special call.
I know, yeah. So well done.
Well
That's
done.
the end
I
of the
actually
Christmas quiz.
forgot about all, like, the
Well
part
worth
where
reading Line Which in the Wardrobe.
Santa Claus
Yes.
comes in.
I don't
Yeah.
even. I didn't even know Santa Claus was in there.
Nor did I.
There's
watch
a
it or
reason to
read
read it. And
he-
and he does appear in the movie as well, I believe, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
I just don't
so-
have a good memory.
Yeah, but does he appear in like the forest or something? Or like when
Yeah.
they're all...
Yeah,
And he
they're
gives them
on-
all a present.
They're en route with the beavers.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now we're already.
I thought it was
And that's
gonna
why
be
they
like-
that's where they get their very important objects.
Yes, the ones that...
They all
Same.
make use of them.
Yeah.
I thought the
Essentially.
question was going to be like something
Right,
like...
I need to
where
go.
they go
Well,
when
quite
they...
used to play rappers anyway. So, can we have the buzzers back in the box? I guess that... Should we wrap up, Miss Huntley?
We'll wrap up.
Okay, so all that remains to be said then is let's all say Merry Christmas to the camera, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, let's all... Let's do it properly, come on. Honestly. So, on 3?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Merry
Christmas! And we'll see you in
And a new year.
and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.